my screen correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So so sadly this does not work with Capture 20. Capture 20 removed the systems for the Leaf Aptus. So you'll have to go hunt down Capture 1, 10, 11, or 12, and download that program, and then you can use your what is it called? Um, your
License?
license code. Yes, thank you. Your license code, and input it into the previous Capture 1 program, and it will work. Your license key works for everything prior to Capture 20. So yes.
Okay, cool.
So under Capture 1, you want to go under Preferences. Then you want to make sure to have Leaf Phase 1 Leaf Aptus, or this one right here, Leaf Aptus, checked off. And then also you want to make sure this camera here is selected to Hasselblad H1. So
I'm not seeing that. I just see the image of the mask.
oh, gonna give me 2 seconds. All right, just start share desktop. All right.
Oh, now I see it.
All right. Sorry guys. So let me just go over that all over again. So then I have a clean slate. So you want to go under Preference, go under Capture, and then make sure their camera is selected to Hasselblad H1, and then make sure to have Leaf Aptus checked off. So if you're trying to do this with Capture 20, this is not there anymore. This is gone. So you have to use 10, 11, or 12 to use this camera, which is very unfortunate because I love this camera. So just make sure this is all set, and you're pretty much set to go. And then under the camera section, you'll see your Leaf Aptus camera, and make sure. So the only thing you can control is your ISO, and as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ISO settings to choose from. So you also got to remember the Leaf Aptus is a CCD sensor. It is not a CMOS sensor. So I repeat, do not do long exposures because you will burn out the sensor. And then if you try to shoot at 400, it's like trying to shoot at 12,000 ISO on a DSLR. So try to be within 150 and 25, and you'll also obviously need a lot of light. So just be prepared for that. Besides that, I think that's everything about the Leaf Aptus I can tell you guys about. Does anyone have any questions so far? No questions.
But then the settings on the camera, can you show us how to control the speed shutter?
Yes.
And the aperture?
Yeah, you can show that again. So let me go over. Tripod, get out of my way. So just from the top menu. So this is the power button. Just tilt that down. All right. So there's the power button that turns on the camera itself. So you also got to remember that not like the Phase 1, if you turn this power button on, it turns on the Leaf Aptus. You have to turn both on. Just turn them both on. I don't know how else to say it. So this top dial here next to your shutter button is your controller for your aperture. And then to control your shutter speed, it is this back button right here. So that controls your shutter speed right there. So yes. And then if you want to go into manual mode on this lens, go under AF, you'll click that. Camera, wake up. Click AF. And then you want to use the top dial to scroll between the 3 settings. So you have manual, continuous focus, and single focus. And then you'll use one of these dials to hit save. And then you're all set to go for that guy.
You will hit drive to save that adjustment.
Yeah. Yes. So usually if you're going through these settings, so it's like an ATM machine basically. So whatever the said button, like exit or save, it's under whatever button it is. So if I want to exit, I'll just hit exit under the flash button. So yeah. And then here is if you're in a dark room, illumination, and that's it for the H1. The majority of it. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything important.
Can you show us how to charge the battery?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Let me just show you guys the bottom of my floor. So that's my floor right now. It's a mangled mess of cables. This is the life of the Leaf Aptus and the Hasselblad H1. All right.
We're very lucky in this stage of the ADC class, but when the class start, King Kinginger was teaching it, the students had to use this camera to do the midterm. And once we start getting more cameras and we were able to survive with just phase one, we just demo the camera. But after demo the camera, believe me, no one check it out.
Only I have.
It
So
scared a lot of them.
yeah, let me grab the battery grip too from this.
Is it basically the same ideas for the Mamiya?
The Mamiya RZ7 is a whole nother beast. It's like the
Oh.
Hasselblad V series cameras.
But in
So,
terms of the digital back, it's pretty similar, and
yeah,
also for the tethering part.
it's exactly the same. Yeah. So there are two different batteries you get in the H1 kit. So this is the lithium battery here, and then this is the battery, normal battery carrier. So this takes CR123s. Let me just show you how to charge this guy. And then it also has a battery cover too. That's pretty simple to put that on. Okay. So there's two battery supplies or power supplies. So don't get confused with this one and the other one. So the other one has a thicker cable where this one is a thinner cable, and this is used to charge the lithium battery grip. So you'll just insert said this into this part here. You'll just
And
plug it
it's
in.
labeled
Yeah.
as well for what it is for.
So you just plug it in, and then if you see this guy flashing red, that means it's not charged. And then if it's fully charged, it'll be green and just constant green. And also, these are super old, so sometimes it would just for like I had it charging yesterday for like almost a half the day, and it was still flashing red. And all I did was just unplug this, and then I plugged it back in, and it said it was good to go. Also, be careful when you're unplugging this. Do not don't just yank it out like that, because this whole part might just come off, and you might break the wires inside. So hold down the gray part, then pull on the power supply. Because that's what happened to another. We had two of these. Someone had pulled this together, and it basically pulled this entire thing out of the shell and broke the battery. So yeah. And then you also get four these batteries. So four different batteries.
For the lift back.
Yeah, this is for the back. And then you'll get a lovely Samsung battery charger for the batteries. And then it's easy as sliding in as a Canon 5D's battery.
How long is the battery power last?
From my past experience, it's last me a whole shoot if you're like on location, but if you're tethering, it lasts forever because it's constant power to the back. You're not dependent on the battery. The only thing you'll probably be concerned with the battery life is the grip for the camera, but that doesn't take a lot of power to power the entire camera. And then one other thing that comes with the back is or with the kit is a Hasselblad film back. So if anyone's interested in learning how to load this, Edwin can probably set up some one-on-one a workshop to how to load this properly. So that's what comes in the kit as well. So yeah,
That's what will come if you buy that class key.
Yes, by default, usually this is what comes with H1s. So yeah. Um, other like cool things about 8 Hasselblad, I think I kind of slightly like over phase one is that all their Hasselblads up to their newest one can still use this film back. So you have the option of shooting digital and film at the same time. So yeah. Um, any other questions for me about this very complicated camera and setup?
Do you
Um,
Well,
have any samples that are like just easy to like grab to show us what you shot with it? Or if it's not too much to ask.
I mean, yeah, I can send Edwin those 2 pictures I sent you guys, and you
Yeah.
guys can just have those because I just did that for a quick sample photo. I really didn't try to do something crazy. I have a
Okay.
very tiny room, as everyone can see. As you can see, my setup for my oh god,
yeah, I think if you send me the raw files, I can include
Mhm,
it as a link on the
mhm.
YouTube video or in the OneDrive. So then it's better to see it at home because then you can
Yeah,
100% zoom in and see the.
Cool.
And you are comparing this with a Nikon
yeah,
camera.
Nikon, specifically the Nikon D5. I didn't want to dig out my Nikon D810. It's like buried in a bunch of Pelican cases right now. But so what I shot compared it was my Nikon D5 with a Hasselblad lens. So I'm shooting a medium format lens on a digital DSLR or a digital
Very
DSLR. So
cool.
so I have a super high quality of the Hasselblad
Well,
on top of
not
this.
that.
So
Do you
It's
need
very
a
good.
special mount for that?
it's literally called uh, a mount. It's a Hasselblad's
A
Nikon
mount
mount.
adapter.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I got
cool.
it from Glassky. So I found that pretty cool. One other thing, this kit does not come with a color checker. Just FYI, sadly. Um, yeah.
As you know, all know, Jared works at Lasky as well, so he can help you with a good deal if you want to
Yes.
get a medium format camera.
We do have a lot of different medium format cameras. Right now, we're out of H1s. We actually sold one a couple months ago. When we posted it onto our Instagram, it flew off the shelf like the same day, which was crazy. So, yeah, we do have. Um, if anyone's really interested, we have the Mamiya 645, which is the 645 DF, which is the Phase One 645 DF Plus. So when Mamiya and Phase One combined, they used Mamiya's body to make the 645 DF Plus. So yeah, or the DF, I think it's called. But any other questions about the Leaf, Aptus at
Perfect.
all?
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Jared.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you stop recording, please upload it into the OneDrive and
Yeah.
share the link with me
Mm-hmm.
so I can share it.
See anything else?
Cool. So, um, well, thank you everyone for today's class. I think um, we all learned a lot. It's a lot of different details, and thank you, Jared, for this amazing demo. I know this is a little bit intimidating, but if any of you are wanted to take the adventure of learning this camera, now you can have access to it. And if any of you are interested in the Mamiya RC, which to me it's even better than this, I can set up a one-on-one workshop. Just send me an email and I can set that up. And does anyone has questions regarding the assignment from the class or anything related from today? Um, remember that I posted in the LMS. I'm gonna work this weekend in the YouTube channel. I will be uploading those specific videos from the class, so it's easy to just learn from that. Remember to watch the webinar that I upload into the downloads. That webinar is amazing. It's very compressed. It's just 6 minutes, but it goes over through all of the different settings and adjustments you can do in Capture 120. So I think it will be very beneficial for us to start getting better at using Capture 120. It actually has the color tab that is like a preview on how to attack single colors on your compositions and just work on those specific colors. And